Speaking of hammers, taking on a home improvement project, it can be quite daunting for a relationship. Taking on a whole house renovation, actually, that doesn't begin to describe it. I'm going to let this man describe it. Ron Tanner is the author, and he's also a home restorer. He's the author of the book From Animal House to Our House. We hear, everyone's familiar with the phrase like, fix and flip and things like that, but you took a property that could probably best be, well, it was condemned, right?
It was
disgusting.
Property. It was absolutely
but historic.
It had been owned for 10 years by a notorious fraternity. This is in Baltimore. It's 3 stories, 4,500 square feet, plus 1,400 square foot basement.
Oh my God.
The house was condemned property because the boys had torn it up. The floors were ruined, 3 ceilings were falling in, 72 hand-turned balusters had been knocked out of the staircase. 16 empty beer kegs, walk-in closet full of turn papers. The plumbing was shot, but the toilets were full. On and on it went. It was such a wreck. It had stood on the market for nearly a year. Nobody would touch it.
Sure.
I walked into the house with Jill. We were just dating at the time. We loved old houses. We knew nothing about fixing them up. The backyard, by the way, was infested with rats. And Jill fell in love with the house. Because I was in love with Jill, I kept saying, well, are you sure about this? She said, this is absolutely the house of our dreams. And so she loved the house, I loved her, and I said, all right, let's do this.
We have a tendency to do that, don't we?
We do. So we went into it totally blind. We were thoroughly optimistic, but thoroughly also naive about the whole thing.
That might have been best.
Well, the realtor didn't even want to sell it to us. He said, look, he said, no.
Wow.
We had to work on him for about 2 weeks to get him to put it through. He said, you guys, no, you don't understand. You really don't understand. And finally we said, no, we really want to do this. And he was so worried about us that he actually became our contractor just to oversee what we were doing.
Wow.
And so he would check in on us like once a week to make sure we hadn't killed ourselves. But everybody said you were going to go bankrupt. We weren't going to last because we had only been dating for a few months by the time we got the house. And
well, Danielle and I were talking at the top of the show. You see these renovation reality shows where a couple comes on the verge of splitting up over one banister.
Oh yeah,
sorts of things.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Did the house obviously cause some sort of stress, but at any point, I mean,
yes, every point, every day, every week, it was incredibly stressful. It took me 2 months to convince Jill to move into the house. Again, it was condemned property. We weren't even supposed to be living there, but she did move in, and once she moved in, man, the fireworks went off at that point because it was really hard for us to negotiate all the work. And we offer the readers of our website, houselove.org, we offer them a lot of advice, and one of the first things is, first of all, make a plan.
Sure.
Talk it out.
Yes.
Yeah, you say that now like a man of experience. But, but when you're in the midst of things, make a plan, talk it out, play to your strengths. We found out that I'm no good at detail work, but Jill is. And so back off of that and let her do that stuff, and I'll do the big stuff. Stagger the work. You don't have to do all the big projects. Do a big project, small project. Phase the work. You can't do it all, and you can't do it all to A level.
Right.
So we did it. We did it first to F level, took a break to D level, and on and on. Take a break once a week. And this is something we learned how to do. So what we would do is we take a Sunday and we would go flea marketing or something like that. Open houses, house museums, anything to give us a kick and to help us.
Sure, exactly.
Lots of stuff like that. We had many other things that we talked about. For instance, make one room the dump. You can have that room, have all the stuff, and make one room the clean room, the safe room.
Usually, so you always have a place to retire to.
Usually it's the bedroom, something like that.
And quickly, when did you decide this is good stuff for a book? I need to share this experience and help others.
Friends kept telling me, write a book about it, because I am a writer. I'm actually a professor of writing at Loyola University in Baltimore, Maryland. And they said, you should write a book. I said, I don't think so. Because I was too involved in the house. But about 6 years ago, I started trying it. The problem I had initially was that I was really angry at the frat boys. But now I'm kind of grateful, because had they not wrecked the house, we wouldn't have got it.
There you go. What a great way to look at it. Frat boys will be frat boys. Where's this available?
This is available. Actually, I'm doing a presentation tonight at Book Mamas at 6:30.
Oh, good.
That's downtown. Yep. But you can get it online also.
Sure.
And also at our website.
Houselove.org, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I know what I'm going to be reading next. I need a new book for the weekend. Thank you so much.
Great.
Appreciate you sharing that experience with us. Next.